Hey guys, this is Zolita and I'm going to be doing a Q&A live from my bedroom. My favorite song that I've ever written would probably have to be Hurt Me Harder, just because I like that one the best lyrically, and I think that it's an interesting perspective. The idea of missing being in that place of pain and loving someone who doesn't love you back, and wanting to not be over them, quite literally, and wanting them to hurt you harder. My biggest dream would have to be to have a platform through my music and through my art to spread the messages that I believe in the most, which include feminism, self-empowerment, and self-acceptance. My favorite musician right now would probably have to be The Weeknd, just because I think that he created a genre that we really didn't have before, and that's a genre that I really want my music to be in. And otherwise, favorite musicians include Joni Mitchell, Alison Krauss, Fleetwood Mac, Robert Plant, and although it doesn't really show in my music personally, I love to listen to country music and bluegrass music just because it makes me very happy. So this is kind of a hard question to answer just because I don't remember a specific age where a light bulb went off and I was like, I like women. But if I look back on it now, I definitely can remember little clues. And the first one being when I had my first kiss with a boy, I was extremely underwhelmed, and I remember thinking, like, this is what all the hype is about, this is what all my friends are raving about, like, this is no fun, I'm not interested, I'm just completely indifferent, so bored. So I dated boys in high school, mostly because that was what I thought was socially expected of me. I remember freshman year when everybody was obsessed with Twilight and all the girls were always like, are you team Edward or are you team Jacob? I, in my mind, was always like, what about Bella? She's so pretty. That's funny, just little things like that. But yeah, I think I finally kind of realized when I was, I think, a junior or senior year of high school, I saw Glee. And when I saw Brittany and Santana, that completely changed my perception of what a gay woman could look like. Seeing two feminine girls in love, I felt like that was, I saw myself reflected back. And just because I had grown up seeing, the stereotypes of what a gay woman should look like, and I knew that that wasn't me, so I thought I couldn't possibly be gay. So seeing that really changed my perception, which is why I think it's so important that the media highlights different types of gay women and not just the stereotype. I never in a million years thought that Explosion would have the impact that it has had on people. When I made Explosion, when I wrote it and when I made the video, it felt like a very personal experience, and I really was making it for myself to get through that experience, and it was kind of a cathartic thing to work through what I was feeling, and I never thought that people would relate to it in the way that they do. But when it started to gain, a little bit of attention on YouTube, and people started to write to me and say, hey, like, I had that experience too. I've been in love with my best friend, or I am currently in love with my best friend. What did you do? What do you, Then I started to realize, wow, this isn't just me. This is like a universal experience, and not just gay women. People of all sexualities and all genders have experienced this. So that was really special, and it was really exciting to see like a community form and bond over this like shared experience, and the fact that I could enable that was really cool. I don't think I really realized the impact until someone messaged me that they had gotten one of the lines from Explosion tattooed on their body, and that they and their best friend of 10 years both had finally admitted to each other that they liked each other as more than friends. And the Explosion helped them to do that, and that they were now together. That really, really struck me, and just made me realize how important art is, and how important it is to see yourself reflected back at you, and to know that there are other people out there like you, experiencing things like you, is so important. So that's really what I aim to do with all of my work. There's definitely no typical day but I'd say my favorite day would probably be waking up, drinking a lot of coffee, doing yoga, writing, and going to the studio. If I wasn't making music, I would definitely be making films, whether that be documentary, feature films, or music videos. Film is my other passion, and I went to NYU Film School, so. My biggest inspiration would definitely be any female that doesn't prescribe to what society has laid out for them and is authentic and true to themselves. And any woman that has broken my heart or that I've fallen in love with is definitely an inspiration for all my music. I think I decided that I wanted to actually explore music and singing as a profession only a few years ago, actually. I always loved music and I always loved singing, but it really was just another I love so many things, so it was another platform, another medium for me to express myself and to, explore things artistically. And yeah, I grew up doing photography, film, playing bluegrass guitar, so that was my musical background. And I started writing songs in middle school and I started recording music in college. And I came to school for film. So, and I loved making music videos. And because I combined my two favorite things, music and film. And so then the thought occurred to me, I was like, why wouldn't I just do both? I can record music and make kick-ass music videos for my own music. How cool is that? I can combine my two favorite things. So that's why I am where I am right now. My first song that I ever wrote was called Sorry. I wrote a lot of apology songs in middle school. Whenever I got into hot water with one of my friends, I would write an apology song and record it on GarageBand, burn it on a disc, bring it to school, and I almost always was forgiven. My birthday's on September 23rd, and I'm a Libra. I wrote Explosion because I was in that exact situation. I actually sang Explosion for the first time at my first concert ever, and my best friend, who the song was about, was standing right in front of me in the audience. She had never heard the song, and I had never told her my feelings for her. So that was definitely one of the scariest and most vulnerable moments of my life. But because I'm not a confrontational person and I'm bad at talking about my feelings, it had to happen like that. It had to happen through a song. And her reaction was, she tried really hard to like me back the way that I liked her, just because she didn't want to hurt me, and she loved me as a friend and didn't want to lose me. But you can't force feelings, and you feel the way you feel, and she didn't feel the same way, unfortunately. And even though you want a song to make someone love you, songs can't do everything. I'm from Calabasas, California, and I was born in New York. So if you go on YouTube, you will find a chunk of a video I did called Valley Girl, and it's on Nylon. And it's a little segment from a satirical reality show that I made that went along with the satirical pop song. And it's about a character named Holly, who I played, who's based on kids I knew growing up in Calabasas. And I took the video down just because I didn't want people's perception of me to be skewed. A lot of people thought that that was me and not a character. So I thought that it would be best to take that down for now. But I definitely want to explore the character Polly in the future. Satirical reality shows are something I'm very interested in, so we'll see.